Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. If you're an IT student over in India or maybe an early career professional eager to build a really solid architectural foundation in the tech world, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're laying down a clear step-by-step roadmap into the incredibly dynamic world of cloud computing. We're going to break down exactly what you need to know and give you the essential tools to seriously boost your cloud career. Okay, let's dive into this. Are you genuinely ready to boost your cloud career? You see, the reality of the tech landscape today is that we're seeing an absolute massive surge in demand for highly specific infrastructure skills. The industry is evolving so incredibly fast, and companies are basically racing to find talent that can keep up. If you position yourself correctly and master the right concepts right now, the opportunities out there are just vast.
All right, Section 1, Welcome to the Cloud, Cloud Basics.
Let's just demystify the jargon right off the bat. Cloud computing is essentially the on-demand availability of computer system resources. We're talking primarily data storage and computing power. But the absolute key here, the really important part, is without direct active management by the user. Think about it. Back in the day, companies had to buy, store, and painstakingly maintain these giant, hot, super noisy server rooms. Now, all of that incredible compute power is just magically available on demand via an API over the internet. You aren't managing physical hardware anymore, you're managing the powerful software that utilizes it. It's a massive paradigm shift.
Moving on to Section 2, Unpacking Kubernetes, Container Orchestration.
Enter Kubernetes, which will often see abbreviated as K8s. It's an open-source container orchestration system, and this brilliantly illustrates exactly why it's so highly valued in the industry. It's built for automating the deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications. Actually, here's a fun fact to help you remember it. The word Kubernetes comes from the Greek word for helmsman or pilot, and that's exactly why its logo is a ship's wheel. Instead of you manually starting and stopping applications, Kubernetes literally steers the entire process. If your app gets a sudden massive spike in users, Kubernetes automatically scales it up. When the traffic drops back down, it scales it right back down.
Now, to really understand the sheer scale we're talking about, just look at the tech giants relying on this exact technology. Google, Amazon, Microsoft. In fact, Google originally developed Kubernetes internally as a massive project called Borg, way before they open-sourced it. Because these industry titans use it, Kubernetes has become the undeniable backbone of the modern internet. And, this matters to you, because if the biggest companies on the planet are leveraging these tools, it practically guarantees that these skills will remain in incredibly high demand across the entire tech ecosystem.
Which brings us to Section 3, High-Demand Careers, Cloud Job Paths. That rapid surge in demand we talked about makes these specific career paths highly accessible and, frankly, incredibly lucrative. Mastering these technologies opens doors to distinct but super interconnected roles. Think of it kind of like building a giant digital city. The cloud architect is the one designing the vast blueprints. The cloud engineer actively builds and maintains those structures. The cloud security engineer is there to protect the entire system. And the DevOps engineer is essentially the operations manager, keeping the whole shebang running smoothly day to day. These are resilient, high-growth, truly future-proof career paths.
Let's look at Section 4, Essential Cloud Skills, What You Need.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these three distinct categories, containerization, orchestration, and security, act together as a single unified toolkit. First up, you have containerization, using tools like Docker. Think of Docker as the standardized shipping container that you pack your application into so it doesn't break during transit. Second, you have orchestration, which is our friend Kubernetes. Kubernetes is basically the automated Port Authority crane that seamlessly stacks, moves, and manages millions of those Docker containers at absolute scale. And tying it all together is security and compliance, the crucial security checkpoint ensuring nothing dangerous ever gets through. Mastering how these three interact is honestly the secret to becoming an invaluable asset to any team.
Finally, Section 5, Getting Hired, Your Action Plan.
To actually land these roles, you need a very clear roadmap. Step 1 is gaining practical experience. You simply have to get your hands dirty with the tech. Step 2 is actively learning those specific in-demand skills we just covered, like Docker and Kubernetes. And Step 3 is building a strong portfolio. So the crucial point is this: merely knowing the theory behind the tech just isn't enough anymore. In modern IT, a populated GitHub repository or a live, functioning project speaks volumes louder than a certificate ever could alone. You have to show prospective employers exactly what you can build. The entire landscape of IT is literally shifting beneath our feet, and the demand for these cloud and orchestration skills is rising more rapidly than ever before.
We've mapped out the technology, the career paths, and the exact steps you need to take. So I'll leave you with this. Are your skills truly ready for the cloud? The opportunity is absolutely waiting for those who step up from just knowing what the cloud is to actively orchestrating it. Start building that portfolio today, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.